Hi there, and welcome to P.I.M.P, where prison is my playground. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's a dreary day. It's like 10 a.m. and normally the sun would be blazing right now, but it's not. It's overcast. It's cold. It's the middle of February 2026, and it's a little foggy. And I was actually walking to go do a workout, and it triggered a memory. This weather, because it reminded me the last day I was in federal prison at FCI Fort Dix, New Jersey. I just did. I got there in May, like May 15th, 1999, and this is June of 2001. So I've already done like 32 months. I'm so ready to go home. I'm actually getting ready to go to the halfway house, the Princess Place in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is about 45 minutes from where I live. And my family, I ain't seen them in the 5 years that I was locked up. I never got a visit. Not one person came to see me because I'd have to send out the paperwork for you to even do that because you just can't show up to the prison. That doesn't happen. And I never did that. I didn't want nobody to see me in there, so I never just told them we just not going to do that. I'll be out, and it was 500. It was about an 8 hour drive. I didn't want nobody to do that for me. So the last day that you're in federal prison, I don't know how state prison is. I never did state time. You have to do what's called a merry-go-round, and a merry-go-round is a sheet of paper simply that has the department heads in the prison. So there'd be medical, there'd be food service, the lieutenant's office, recreation, um, the library. If I didn't say that, there's like seven different departments you got to do it. Physically hand that sheet of paper over, say, hey, this is my last day. Show your ID. Somebody signs it. At the end of that day, you take that paper to after you get all those signed, you take that paper to your case manager, and then the next day you get to go home. All the paperwork is done. All that, and see what they do is before you get to leave a prison or a county jail, they run a background check, and if you have warrants, um, they hold you. They'll say, "Hey, you can't go. Some other state or county's about to pick you up, and you got to go do their time." I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to the halfway house, so everything's already. I don't have to worry about that. So I wake up that morning. I'm excited. I've given all my stuff away. Now I've been there a long time, and I worked in the kitchen. And I man, look, when I tell you I stole a lot of shit out of the kitchen, I stole a ton. And we're gonna talk about that. I mean a ton, folks. In the prison, knew because I had to do a lot of extra duty. I got caught. So anyway, but so I don't have none. I have my last day when I woke up. My last day in prison, I had a pair of sweats, sweatpants, and a sweatshirt. I had some shoes, and I had a bag with my everything I was going to take from prison. I had given away a ton of shit, a ton, a lot of stuff, and when you know it, one of the things they can't do is they can't open the compound when it's foggy out. And when we woke up, it was big time fog. I'm talking about thick as shit. You couldn't see the chow hall. And it was just right. It was right there. So they lock you down. Come about and see. There's a time they tell you, oh, meet R&D receiving and I always call it receiving delivery, but R&D is where you leave, where you come in, and where you leave is R&D. So the fog lifts somewhat. They open up the compound. There's about 7 or 8 of us leaving that day, and I had done time with all these dudes. Some dudes, my whole bid, they had been there a lot longer than me, and some dudes only, they only had to do a year or whatever. But I was there their whole year, and we're excited for each other. I'm 20, 24 years old. It's 2000. It's 2001. They call all the names. They cracked the door open, blah, blah. You got to have your card right there and say your name and number and shit like you do 1,000 times throughout. Seems like a day, really, but throughout your time. You'll do that 3 or 4 times a day. So I was the last one in line. I had, there's always people coming by and shit. Hey, bye, hey man, love you, good luck, you got this. There's a lot of there's thousands, 1,500 people. They're everywhere. and I know all the guards, man. I've been here a long time. You know what I mean? And a couple of them I've been there longer than they had. And he got to me. He said, "Jakowski, you ain't on the list." I said, "Man, I did my merry-go-round yesterday. There ain't no way in hell I'm not on the list. You don't give me a merry-go-round ain't something I asked for. You just give me a merry-go-round is something you give me because you need to do your paperwork so I can go home. I don't understand what the problem is. I did the merry-go-round. I turned it in. I'm supposed. I gave all my shit away, man. There's nothing on my bed. Yeah, Jakowski. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. You don't know what to tell me. He said you just gonna have to wait till your case manager gets in, which was like 9 o'clock, and it was like 7:38. I was hot as shit. I went back to the dorm. I got my stuff. People looking at me like, "Oh, what happened, man? What? I thought you was going. I thought so too, man. I don't know what. I mean." And I walked in the room and I had a 2-man cell and shit. My bunky's in there, and he's like, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know." I said, "I ain't got no charges. I didn't do anything wrong." You start contemplating. They're like, I didn't do shit. So why? What's going on? I just laid there in the bed, man. People coming in all the time. I said, I can't talk with y'all. I put y'all out of my mind. Well, whatever reason, somebody had already contacted the case manager. She was on her way into work, and she came or sent somebody and was like, "Hey, tell Kelsey come over here." And I went in the office, and I was like, "Look, I don't understand, man. What the hell?" She go, "Hold up, hold. I know you mad. I know you mad. Hold up. You on a different bus than them. They going to such and such. You need to go to such and such. We should have told you that yesterday. I can understand why you're mad and all, but you're going home today. You leave in an hour." I was like, "Man, y'all." Okay. I'll forgive it. I just say I'm going home. But that 1 hour, it was dramatic. And sometimes in life you find. I always tell people when it's bad, it's only bad now. Most of the time, bad doesn't last that long. It doesn't last that long. We just got to hold on to it until it goes away. But sometimes our reaction in the middle there causes us tremendous amounts of problem. And that's why I always say patience is a virtue. Sometimes you need to relax because when you lose control and you let emotion override reason, you're always going to find yourself in trouble. And I could have, and see, I'm one of those people, man. Like I need answers. I did my part. I fulfilled my debt to society, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't like a monetary debt. It was my ass just did 32 months in this place. The shit that I seen, the shit that I did, the shit. Oh man. Huh. Mm. I just wanted to go home. You know what I mean? I just wanted to go home. And it was only an hour. Or maybe two. Let's just say it was 2 hours. Let's just even if it was a whole damn day. And I would actually have this experience again. We'll talk about it in another video. Like, holy shit, man, you're not doing this again. Yeah, you are. But there's always a lesson in everything. And that's dumb get in trouble, man. If you're sitting in the house watching this and you're committing crimes and shit, look around and decide. Look at your materialistic things. Probably what you see first if you ain't looking at your family and friends. And what are you willing to risk to never see it again? Everything that you worked hard and did everything for, it's gone. Some of that shit won't even be a memory. It's just gone. So that's what you're doing. You're risking it. You're risking it all for nothing. For every crime that you commit and you think you're getting away with, there's police officers, cops, detectives, FBI, all them people who get hard on trying to figure out ways to catch your sneaky ass. And not only that, you got your friends, family, and jealous people that are ready to tell on you in a second. There is no win. There's only your ass doing time and putting your ass on and your family's ass on the line. And I did it, man. I was wrong. You know how wrong you are for that. You cause your family problem, your kids problem, and you do something to them that you don't realize because you want to break the law. Remember, you never gonna get nowhere breaking the law. You might get some money, you might get some girls, you might have a good time. But when you go to jail or prison, you talk about that shit and glorify that shit, but you're locked up with a bunch of fucking dudes, man. Remember that. That's what you're gonna give all that shit up. Look around again, it's dudes. And the freedom in your mind. Yeah, I get to go home today. Ah, you ain't going home right now though. What the fuck? Obviously I made it. Not everybody does. Or they're making it they go back. You know how many people I've seen go back? But we're gonna talk all about that. We're gonna stop it here, man. Fog. Huh. Fog caused recall. Caused the delay. Hope everybody's having a good day and staying safe. If you can, hit that like button, share the video, subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It just lets YouTube know you're willing to watch a video, want to drop it. Thanks, guys. Peace.